Hey guys, and I just had a crazy idea. So you know how like in roguelikes, when you die, you get better and better at the game. So I thought, why not apply that logic to real life? Let's do this!
That did not work. Let's take it back to the days of the arcade. We could go back further, but Mario wasn't invented yet, so what's the damn point? In the arcades, games were pretty much high score ROMs. No real story to speak of, with most of them not even having an ending. And if you died, it was all the way back to the very start. Everything you once had all lost in an instant. However, once home consoles like the NES rolled around, games such as Mario 1 actually had an ending. However, something was lost. Replayability. Now instead of just playing Pac-Man for all eternity, you now have to get back to your real life.
And that sucks. I mean, have you seen the real world?
Where the fuck is Luigi? So, there came an idea. What if there was a game that took the replayability of classic arcade games, but also still had an ending with each playthrough being different from the last, either ending in failure or success?
Yeah, but you can also do taxes forever, so is that really that big of an accomplishment?
This game has not aged all too great. Visually, it's as bare bones as it could be. But this very game, changed it all, making its own new genre, the roguelike and the roguelite. Now, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay, from my understanding, a roguelike is far closer to those arcade games. You die and it's all over. Everything is reset and next time it will be completely different. The only way to truly get better is with more practice and a decent amount of it. The big difference is that roguelites don't make me want to kill myself. These are far more forgiving. Oftentimes in these you actually get stronger in game with each run, not just through you getting slightly less sucky at the game. So after the release of Rogue, the roguelike genre didn't become too crazy popular. However, there were still some roguelikes being made, and they got some pretty decent cult followings, such as Toe Jam and Earl on Sega Genesis.
Seriously? You named one kid the worst name of all time and the other one Toe Jam?
This is an insanely impressive game for the time. You explore these completely randomly generated maps and find power-ups that give you pieces for your ship. Sounds great, especially for the time. What's the catch? This. The game is just so slow. You can get power-ups that help with your speed, but these power-ups, they never make you feel all too powerful. The best part of any roguelike is getting insanely strong at the end by breaking the game. But here, there's just nothing, with some power-ups actually being powered downs, such as one that just kept damaging me over and over again. Despite what this game thinks, this isn't that funny. It's literally like banging your head against a wall for the funnies. I mean, it may be funny the first time, but by the 10th time, that hospital bill isn't that funny. The series did make a comeback on Nintendo Switch, but it doesn't look that much better, so I'm not really gonna make the jump to this new version. However, despite the AAA space not paying too much attention to roguelikes, the genre boomed with the rise of indie games. Such an indie game is Splunky, a roguelike platform of each level being a new experience.
Yep, a completely new experience each time. Oh look, an apple! Oh look, an orange!
I suck so much at this game. I always make a ton of stupid mistakes, but even then, this game is still a great time. It's no wonder how it boomed in popularity. Each run feels unique, and running around collecting the treasure is addictive. I highly recommend this one. Another huge roguelike from the time is Binding of Isaac, and I'm sorry, but I don't like this one. I just do not vibe with the game. It's a twin-stick dungeon crawler that's hell-bent on making me feel uncomfortable. This game is just gross, and I get that's the point, haha there's shit on the walls. But to me, it's just gross. It's not funny at all. This game feels like some edgy teenager made it, and gameplay-wise, I mean it's fine, but not having all the directions to shoot in just feels weird. And not having anything to do besides just walk and shoot is kinda boring, to be honest. I like it when games give you a wealth of control, but this one just does not. Also, this game does something that really really pisses me off.
Oh cool, look what I found. I wonder what this does.
The game, for whatever reason, thinks it's so quirky and mysterious that it doesn't even tell you what most of the weapons do. It's just so annoying to get something that you have no clue what it could possibly do, and all the game does is...
I don't know.
I know this game has a huge fan base and crazy loyal fans, and more power to them, in all honesty. But to me, this game is nothing but a bore. If I'm going to play a roguelike like this, I'm just going to play Enter the Gungeon instead. Now this is more my speed. You have a dodged out, items actually give you the time of day, and so many guns. This game's whole gimmick is that there's hundreds of unique and special guns for you to use, and it's amazing. Each run feels so unique because the game is giving you a new weapon every single time. It's a seriously novel concept, and it makes the variety and replayability of the game incredible. And the game is so fun too. I love flipping tables to defend myself from oncoming fire. You bet I can't wait to play Enter the Gungeon 2 on Switch too, because I need a way to justify this purchase. Because now, the bank wants to repossess my soul. However, not all roguelikes are fast-paced adrenaline rushes. Some, like Slay the Spire, are more of a thinking man game, meaning I'm terrible at it.
What is the square root of 81? I don't know, the Gettysburg Address?
I kid, I actually love these games for that reason. Thinking of my next move and trying to get the most out of every turn is so addictive, and each run of the game feels so unique, with various random events that can happen. Another addictive roguelike card game is the highly renowned Balatro. In this game you play poker, but instead of your wallet getting fried, it's your brain getting fried. In this game you play poker, but there's so much more to it, with these crazy new jokers adding insane and crazy effects to the game. With everything you do ultimately going towards to get a new high score. It's crazy addictive and it'll have you think about the best way to do every single turn. However, I admit it does make playing poker with friends really hard.
Turns out they don't accept joker cards at casinos. I'm in debt now.
But what if you combine the high score energy of Balatro with just a tad more action and a whole lot of luck? You would get Nubby's Number Factory. This is a game heavily inspired by the likes of Peggle and old retro computer games. This game reeks of late 90s nostalgia and Windows Movie Maker, and it's honestly gorgeous to look at. The music is so calm and relaxing, it makes me almost forget that I played this for 10 hours straight. However, this game can get really frustrating due to the large element of luck in this game, and I'd only really recommend it if you're okay with that. I beat this game on my 5th run, I've done like 20 more since then, I still can't beat it. Leaving the more slow roguelikes, we have Downwell. In this game, you go down a well.
Wait, really? I thought we just go up a water tower in this game.
To help you slow your descent down the well, you have gun boots that also attack enemies. The whole game is so smooth and fast to control. It's so satisfying to rock up a huge combo. Speaking of hard games, there's Has Been Heroes. And by hard, I mean hard to play.
Nah.
This is a really bad roguelike. Every run and every encounter feels the damn same. There's no clear difference in how the runs go, and damn, this is difficult. This game feels like it's going on Mach 20 on difficulty, making it near impossible to do anything in this game. The game simply is just not fun. So instead of talking about hard roguelikes, let's talk about some easier ones. Ones that use the stick and nothing else. First is Vampire Survivors. In this game you spawn in a map and just collect weapons and collect gems. Though this may seem a little boring, it is anything but. I don't know how, but this game just captures my brain and puts it on monkey mode. I would play this game for hours trying to get every single achievement, and this game's only $5 with a few content-packed expansions too. The value with this game is honestly crazy. Another game that is controlled with only the stick is Brotado, but this is a little lamer if you ask me. The game has less map variety and the weapons, though still fun, feel a little similar. But at the end of the day, the game still has a ton of its own flavor and charm, and it's still crazy addictive.
I swear, they must put freaking nicotine in these suckers.
Most of these games so far I've talked about have been roguelikes, but let's take a step back and talk about some roguelites instead. To do this, let's look at the most famous series of them, Hades 1 and Hades 2. In Hades 1 you play as Zagreus, the son to Hades, as he tries to escape the underworld. The game is simply perfect, and is an all-time favorite game of mine. The gameplay is just amazing. Zipping around on the stage and bashing enemies' heads in has never been more fun. Each run feels so unique with all the different weapons you can take and the boons you can find. every single run feels so different, especially how you approach each encounter. And the bosses, oh the bosses, these are damn near perfect. All of them not only have a ton of moveset variety, but also are different each time you play them with new attacks, and I just love it. But that's not all, the story of this game is also a huge highlight. Most roguelikes don't have a story, but this one builds a narrative out of your failed runs. By doing this, it's able to tell one of those emotional stories I've ever seen in a game, and it stuck with me for years. And somehow, Hades 2 is even better. This time you play as the daughter to Hades, Melinoe, as she tries to save her family from Kronos, the Titan of Time. Not only is this game double the length of Hades 1, it has a longer, better narrative, a wealth of new characters and weapons and boons, and the game isn't even out yet. I mean, come on, what did you do as a fetus?
I should learn to hold my tongue more often.
However, despite how much Hades 2 improves on the original, it certainly does not make the OG game obsolete. Though similar, these games are so different playing them back to back, that both make for incredibly fun times still. These are my all-time favorite roguelites. Then what the hell is this? Even though indie games have dominated the roguelite space as of late, some AAA studios still give it a try, such as Nintendo in their DLC to Splatoon 3, Side Order. I beat the entire game in 3 runs. This game, though fun, is just far too easy. Now, to be fair, I am pretty darn good at this game, but man, this DLC is a joke when it comes to difficulty. Honestly, I can't see any Splatoon player who's picking this DLC up to struggle in the slightest. What's worse is the lack of variety. Each run feels so similar to the last. It makes the game stupid fun at first, yeah, but a chore by the end of it.
That's a common problem most roguelikes fall into. Either they're too easy or too repetitive or both. That's why I like my roguelikes hard as hell. Anyways, I'm gonna go play some right now. I think I hate roguelikes.